In today's video, I want to talk about why affirmations are a complete waste of your time and while they'll do practically nothing for you. But first off, I'd just like to start this video with a quote I saw a couple weeks ago from Alex Hormozi, and it's really just been stuck with me. So if you take just one thing away from this video, just let it be this quote. Alex Hormozi said, "You don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. Outwork your self-doubt." And so if you're someone who's steep into, affirmations, gratitude journaling, and, you spend that 10, 15 minutes or more maybe every single morning, writing your affirmations 10 times on a piece of paper and writing all the things you're grateful for every single morning, I actually need you to stop for a second. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Rasmus. I'm the owner of Minix, a performance marketing agency that specializes in helping e-commerce brands scale through paid ads and UGC videos on a performance basis. So that basically just means that we only get paid a small percentage of whatever money we make you. So I think where most people go wrong is that they actually don't understand what affirmations are and they don't understand how to use it. Now, don't get me wrong. I think affirmations can be a great tool to remind myself of who I am, and it's something I use every single day. I have affirmations plastered in my office, in my bathroom, everywhere in my apartment. But that is what affirmations are. They're a tool to remind yourself of who you are and what you're capable of. In its bare essence, affirmations are just words, right? It's just made up words that you made to make you feel some sort of certain way. But it's not proof. In those affirmations that you wrote down, there's absolutely no proof to actually back up the claims that you're making about, oh, I'm a loving person, I'm a selfless person, I'm confident, I'm smart, whatever they might be. There's no proof in those words that you actually are who you say you are. And so if you want to continue with affirmations, what you need to do is you need to create that foundation, and that's what so many people don't do. Actions is what's required to actually back up those claims you're trying to tell yourself. But what I see so many people do is that they'll write down their affirmations, right? Every single day they'll read it. I have mine plastered on my wall, but they'll read it and think it's some sort of magic spell, when in reality they're nothing alike the actual affirmations that they're trying to become, right? Their identity that they're trying to change, they're nothing like that, and they're actually not taking any action. Let's just take an example, right? If you're writing down an affirmation that says, "I am a giving, selfless person," but in reality, you're just a full-blown narcissist that's trying to take from everybody, right? But you think you can change that by just writing down on a piece of paper and not actually do the action? That's complete bullshit. That's like telling yourself some lie, a made-up fairy tale. You're living in your own little bubble, right? If you're not constantly trying to actually change that behavior, then you won't get anywhere. It's pointless, it's irrelevant. Because if you actually don't do the action, then both your conscious mind, but also your subconscious mind will know that you're just trying to lie to yourself. But if you actually put in that effort, right? If you actually do the action, then once you write down, "I am a giving, selfless person," then you can actually tell yourself, "Oh, that's actually right, because I did that," right? I helped that lady across the street, or whatever you're doing to become more selfless and more giving as a person. If you're not actually doing that action, you have no backup. You have no claims to actually say that you are who you're trying to say you are. So if you can just focus on the action, you will now be able to tell, friends and family, "Hey, I am a giving person." "Oh, why are you that?" "Well, let me tell you, I did A, B, C, and D yesterday, and I'm actually consciously trying to make an effort to become better at it," right? So now you can add fuel to the fire by then every single day writing down or reading your affirmations, screaming in the mirror, whatever you want to do, that you are who you say you are, because you have substantial proof that you actually did something that can back up those claims. So the real results in changing your self-identity and your belief system actually comes from taking action. You need to be taking conscious action, right? And put in effort and give it time to actually change your self-identity. And it's not as easy as people might make it seem. It's a hard work, it's a lot of work, and it can take a long time. And then also, here's a little kicker. You'll never know who you actually are until you're in a scenario where you can't be who you are. And what I mean by this is that routines can be great for building up your belief systems, right? And changing your belief systems and identity, doing the actions and also doing the affirmations, right? But it's only when you're in a scenario scenario where you actually cannot perform those actions, that's where you'll truly know if something actually stuck with you or if it didn't. And so let me give you two different examples from my own life that I experienced that illustrates having, something being a part of your belief systems and your self-identity versus it not being a part of your belief system. So in 2022, I meditated every single day for a little over 6 months, a little over half a year. I think it was 190 days. No days off, nothing. And obviously, like when I got into it, it was pretty weird, right? But as I kept going, as I kept doing more reps, it became more natural for me to meditate, and it became part of my like self-identity, part of like, this is just who I am, right? Or so I thought. So this was during my monk mode, and when I got back home, like one of the first things I stopped doing was meditating. Like meditating in the morning that I've been doing for like 6 months, it barely crossed my mind when I got back home. Like I just wouldn't think about it. I felt no like inner discomfort, nothing like that at all. It was just like, okay, well, I'm just waking up and doing whatever, right? It barely crossed my mind, maybe in the evening or something like that. But that's when you know something is not part of your identity. And so I'm not mad at that experience, actually meditating and wasting that time for 6 months. I mean, it's 10 minutes every day, right? I think I'll manage. But that experience actually led me to then question, like, what the fuck have I been doing for the past 6 months? Like, did meditation actually serve a purpose in my life? Because I've sure enough started new habits and ingrained other things into my life quicker than 6 months. And so I dwelled on it a little bit and thought about it, and I got to the conclusion for myself at least that it probably didn't serve any purpose in my life, because if it actually did, I would probably be feeling some sort of emotion inside right now, thinking about it. Because if it's something that I'm happy with or something that contributes to my life, then obviously I should feel like it should be something that I should keep on doing, right? But I just didn't feel like that. I feel like, whatever, it might be more of a nuisance actually than meditating every single morning. Now the opposite, so something that's like super ingrained in me is like whenever I'm not able to train, whether that be injury, I was injured in December, sickness, traveling, whatever it might be, like I feel horrible. If you're someone who goes to the gym, you probably know the feeling as well. Like when you cannot go, you just feel like you're going mad. Like your brain is just telling you, hey, you need to go to the gym, you need to train. Like you have all this like pent up energy you just need to expend. And it's like you almost go insane. It's pretty crazy. When I cannot go to the gym, like it's like I'm going insane. Going to the gym and working out, a part of my belief systems and who I am by just writing things down on a piece of paper. I never wrote down on a piece of paper, I am healthy, I go to the gym, I yada yada yada, right? I never did that. The only thing I did was I went to the gym, I saw results, I stuck with it for some time, and then I got hooked on it. And now I work out 11 times a week. It's great. I love it. But it never came from me sitting down, visualizing myself being in the gym or meditating on it or writing down in a journal, this is who I am and I'm so grateful for being able to go to the gym. I've never done that. I just go. And I see the results, and that's perfect for me. And with meditation, who knows? Maybe it would have become part of my self-identity if I actually, had an affirmation saying, I am someone who meditates, I am calm, I'm present, I'm working on my presence, right? Maybe that would have helped me stitch that into my identity. I mean, I guess we'll never know, but I surely wouldn't have been able to get there by just writing it down on a piece of paper and actually not meditating, saying, oh, I'm working on it, or it's something I'll get to actually meditate, right? Like that would be a surefire way to never have it become part of who I am. So I think the principle for changing your belief systems and changing who you are comes down to reps. It's the same as getting really good at anything else in life. It's just reps. Like if you want to be really good at sales, you just do 10,000 sales calls and you'll probably be pretty damn good at it. And over that time horizon, because that will take a couple of years, over that time horizon, you'll probably also start seeing yourself and identifying yourself as someone who's a salesperson. Because now, as Alex Hormozi said, you will now have undeniable proof that you are who you say you are because you did those 10,000 phone calls. You don't become a person who can do hard shit by telling yourself you can do hard shit. You seek scenarios where you can prove that to yourself. Otherwise, you'll just be lying to yourself and you'll live in this bubble, this fairy tale world that doesn't exist. So yeah, build that foundation, get the proof, show yourself in the real world, right? in the objective physical real world that your actions align with who you say you are. And if you want, you can add fuel to that fire by then, reminding yourself a couple times a day that you actually are who you say you are, and to change your identity and belief systems quicker. But without the foundation, without the action, I promise you, you'll never get there. So if I were you, I would be much more concerned with the action instead of the telling, okay? Just do the actions, and over a long enough time horizon, you will become who you say you are. And with that said, that ends today's video. I hope you found some real value in this. If you have any questions, if you have any feedback, please leave a comment down below. And also, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I would massively appreciate that. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.